Time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news here on KALH, weather always comes first. Rain will spread across the west coast with showers, storms, and mountain snow in the Sierra Nevada and Pacific Northwest through Thursday. Snow and rain will move across the Central Rockies Plains and Ohio Valley, while scattered thunderstorms hit parts of the southwest. Lake effect snow downwind of Lakes Erie and Ontario is going to taper off. Florida could see some scattered showers through tomorrow. Closer to home, southern New Mexico will be mostly cloudy and cooler, near normal temperatures today. Rain showers and high elevation snow are expected tomorrow and Thursday, with snow levels above 9,000 feet. Minor accumulations expected. Temperatures are going to drop Thursday and Friday as the system moves out, bringing unsettled weather through the end of the week. We'll have another look at the weather following this news.
This is Range Control with roadblock information for Tuesday, November 18th. Roadblocks are subject to change without notice. Highway 70, 54, and 380, War Highway, Owen Road, and Nike Avenue are scheduled to remain open all day.
In Cloudcroft last night, residents accused the lame duck mayor, Tim King, of a last-minute power play of pushing a political ally for a vacant trustee seat while advancing a sitting trustee into a paid position. Citizens called it insider dealing and said etiquette demands the new mayor make that appointment in January, not the lame duck mayor. Former Mayor Craig Turner confirmed the process, but due to a recording glitch, our audio didn't save. Turner did say that he may run again if things don't change. New Mexico secured over $200 million in federal funding for 13 key projects. That includes upgrades at Cannon, Holloman, and Kirtland Air Force bases, early childhood education, and rural development as well. Meanwhile, state officials are tackling widespread PFAS contamination with $2 million set aside for water filtration in Curry, Santa Fe, Otero counties, though more federal help will be needed to keep these communities safe. Join the Alamogordo Chamber of Commerce and City of Alamogordo Monday at noon for the Gateway Freedom Monument ribbon cutting at US 70 and US 54. The ceremony features the official unveiling of a fully restored F-4 fighter jet brought to life by local volunteers and Holloman Air Force Base's 49th Wing, part of Project Rise. And from what I can tell, that jet looks really cool. The Otero County Sheriff's Department has joined the Alamogordo Police Department in a county-wide partnership with Flock Safety. By sharing license plate readers and live view cameras, the agencies say this technology will help solve crimes faster, locate missing people, and improve overall response times, while keeping data secure and private. Officials call this partnership a force multiplier for safer neighborhoods across Otero County. Alamogordo came together this past Saturday for one of November's most successful food drives. Community Power New Mexico, Otero County People for Democracy, and St. John's Episcopal Church partnered to support Runner's Refuge, collecting canned goods, rice, and pasta. Donations poured in from across the region, filling shelves and hearts alike, ensuring the nonprofit can continue serving meals to Alamogordo's most vulnerable residents. Tonight, the Alamogordo City Commission meets at 6:30 at City Hall. Commissioners will review major public works bids, a senior center parking update, a liquor license transfer request. They'll also be considering a couple of new ordinances, including a local economic development proposal. This meeting, of course, is open to the public. Tomorrow, the Village of Tularosa holds their regular council meeting at 6 p.m. at Village Hall. The agenda includes routine approvals, a transportation agreement extension, and a new full-time hire for the senior center. The public is invited to attend and provide comments. Tiburon's hosting a toy drive to make sure kids in the mountain communities have a Merry Christmas this year.
Hello all. This is Terry Ratley with the Tiburon Neighborhood Watch. Christmas is just around the corner and the elves are working hard to get all the kids in our communities Christmas presents. Currently we have collection boxes in Mayo, the general store, Weed at the post office, and in Tiburon at the Busy Bee General Store, the Mountain Market, Connie's Deli, High Country Lounge, and the TWSD offices. If you can, please drop off new unwrapped toys. We are in the process of signing up all the kids. Please email tiburonnw@gmail.com. We need parents' names, kids' names, ages, and what community you live in. Santa will be at the annual Christmas party to hand out all the toys December 20th. Everyone is invited to have dinner with us. All we ask is if you are able to bring your favorite side dish to share. We will need volunteers on December 13th and December 14th to help wrap all the toys. Refreshments will be served. Let's make a Christmas memory for all our kids.
Get ready for some holiday magic. Chaparral lights up on December 6th. for the second annual Chaparral Christmas Glow. This free family-friendly extravaganza runs from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. and features live music, dancers, school performances, a festive holiday market, and the dazzling Christmas tree lighting. Chaps Entertainment is on the lookout for a local band to add to these festivities.
And right now, all we're looking for is a country band to perform in the later hours in the evening. And everything else is already booked up.
You can call 915-873-6728 and don't miss the brightest night in Chaparral. Every Tuesday, we receive a dose of encouragement, or as he calls it, a little sunshine to carry in your back pocket. Here's this week's introspection with Pastor Johnny Walker.
Just a thought. There are moments in a nation's story when the ground shifts, when disagreement becomes tension, when voices rise not just in protest but in pain. And then sometimes without warning, tragedy strikes. A storm, a fire, a flood. Something so devastating and indifferent that it momentarily silences even the loudest divisions. It's in those moments, amid hardship and unrest, that we face a choice. Do we retreat into our corners, convinced that unity is naive? Or do we step forward, shoulder to shoulder, and remind ourselves the truth more powerful than any headline or hashtag? That we belong to each other. I've seen it in the courage of nurses working through the night, even as cities protest in the streets. I've seen it in the generosity of strangers who don't ask about politics before offering a helping hand. I've seen it in the children who ask without irony why grown-ups seem to forget how easy it is to be kind. What tragedy reveals, if we let it, is that pain is not partisan, loss is not liberal or conservative, and healing must be collective. This doesn't mean we ignore the hard truths. It means we face them together. Unity is not pretending we agree on everything. It's deciding that we care enough about this country and about others to keep talking, to keep building, to keep rising. So when the waters come, when the fires burn, when the hurt runs deep, we must reach out, not just because it's the right thing to do, but because it's the only way forward. That every act of compassion be an answer to cynicism. That every moment of shared mourning be the beginning of shared purpose. That every tragedy become not a breaking point, but a turning point. And when future generations ask, what we did in this season of heartbreak and division, let them say, we came together, we cared, we remembered what it meant to be one people, and we proved it with open hands, open hearts, and an unwavering belief in each other. This is Pastor Walker. We'll talk to you again next week, same time, same place, on Crazy Radio. Y'all be blessed.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Hi, it's me, here to tell you about AlamogordoTownNews.org. This is Otero County's #1 source for local news, sports, and community. Quite frankly, AlamogordoTownNews.org is the Big Lies news service online. AlamogordoTownNews.org is a Second Life Media affiliated company.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
The New Mexico Court of Appeals has upheld the conviction for Alexis Avila. That's the Hobbs woman caught on video tossing her newborn baby into a dumpster back in 2022. Avila claimed jury mistakes and pushed an insanity defense. The court rejected it. She had been released during the appeal, but the state is now moving to put her back behind bars in order to serve her 16-year sentence. No word of her defense will be filing with the Supreme Court. Federal and tribal officers seized 37,000 fentanyl pills. That's worth about $1.5 million. That happened during a raid on the Pueblo of Isleta reservation. The bust also netted nearly $38,000 in cash. Interior officials say the operation is part of a growing federal tribal effort in order to stop drug traffickers targeting Indian country. New Mexico health officials are warning against kratom. That's an unregulated drug that's showing up in gas stations and smoke shops. Some people are calling it gas station heroin. Evan Crocker, the division director of consumer protection with the New Mexico Department of Justice, spoke with KRQE.
The DEA specifically has highlighted risks associated with kratom that include addiction, anorexia, insomnia, withdrawal symptoms, overdose, and even death.
Since Labor Day, inspectors have pulled over 5,000 kratom products from across 50 stores statewide. An HVAC malfunction forced a brief evacuation Sunday night at the penitentiary of New Mexico near Santa Fe. Fire crews responded to smoke coming from the system. Officials say there was no fire. Units were cleared as a precaution. Everyone has since been returned safely to their housing areas. Yesterday, we discussed the discovery and confirmation of citizens using SNAP benefits as drug currency.
Apparently, this has been going on for quite some time, that SNAP benefits are used as a form of currency in criminal activity. That is one of many reasons why we need to take a thorough investigation into this program to make sure that we are feeding those who really, truly need this, and we're not feeding drug addictions.
New Mexico Republicans added a full audit of the state's SNAP program to House Bill 1, directing the Legislative Finance Committee to investigate waste, fraud, and payment errors. GOP leaders are pushing for stronger eligibility checks, tougher EBT fraud prevention, better nutrition standards, and readiness for upcoming federal work requirements. Preliminary results are expected January 2026. A California defense company is bringing Project Ranger to Sandoval County, building a hypersonic missile plant expected to create 300 high-paying jobs and up to 1,000 long-term. Sandoval County Manager Wayne Johnson spoke with KRQE.
There's a lot of people that think they're going to be testing rockets out there. Nothing is going to leave the ground. They would be static tests for about 30 seconds, and that's it. Sound like a vacuum going off for about 30 seconds, 3 or 4 times a week.
Officials say testing is safe and minimal. The $100 million project, supported by state and local investment, is a major boost for New Mexico's economy and national security. Las Cruces poet and NMSU professor Connie Voisin is being honored with the 2025 Governor's Award for Excellence in the Arts. She appeared on KRWG.
Even though I'm very aware of all the things I've been given by this community, it's nice to have someone say, yes, you are honored as a member of that community. And that's just, I don't know. It was a wonderful surprise.
Voisin is a Guggenheim Fellow who's taught at NMSU since 2001, and she says the award affirms her deep connection to New Mexico. She's the only writer among this year's 7 honorees. Sports and weather are coming up next. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in New Mexico is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, they just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the New Mexico Activities Association and the New Mexico Athletic Directors Association.
There are 2 games for New Mexico basketball today. Unfortunately, nothing local. Your Crazy Radio spot-on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for mostly sunny skies, mostly cloudy tonight with a 30% chance for showers, mostly cloudy tomorrow with a 30% chance for showers. Your high today in the basin, 68, low tonight of 49, high tomorrow, 64 degrees. In Cloudcroft, mostly sunny skies today with winds gusting at 20 miles per hour, mostly cloudy tonight with a 30% chance of showers, mostly cloudy tomorrow with a 30% chance of showers, winds gusting up to 22. Your high today in Cloudcroft, 49, low tonight of 34, high tomorrow, 44 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.org, and you can learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting kalhradio.org. Also check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. And that concludes this Tuesday edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.